chemotherapy can permanently delete your fingerprints for years. Picture this. You've just beaten cancer after months of grueling chemotherapy treatments. You're finally ready to celebrate with that long-awaited vacation abroad. But when you arrive at the airport, something impossible happens. The fingerprint scanner can't read your prints. You try again. Nothing. The security officer looks confused, then suspicious. Your fingerprints have literally vanished. This isn't science fiction. This is the reality for thousands of cancer survivors whose chemotherapy treatments have completely erased their fingerprints, sometimes for years. Here's what's happening inside your body during certain cancer treatments. Chemotherapy drugs like capecitabine, used to treat breast, colon, and stomach cancers, can trigger something called hand-foot syndrome. This condition causes severe inflammation in your palms and fingertips, essentially burning away the delicate ridge patterns that make up your unique fingerprints. The skin becomes so damaged that it literally smooths out, leaving behind blank, unreadable surfaces where your prints used to be. But here's the kicker. We've been living a lie about fingerprints our entire lives. Remember being told in school that fingerprints are permanent and never change? Complete myth. Your fingerprints are actually living, breathing biological features that tell the story of your life through your fingertips. Think about it like this. Your fingerprints are basically tiny autobiographies written in skin. Every scar, every chemical exposure, every decade of aging adds a new chapter. Construction workers develop worn-down ridges from handling rough materials. Guitarists get calluses that alter their print patterns. Even something as simple as frequent rock climbing can permanently change the fine details that forensic experts rely on to identify you. The aging process alone transforms your prints dramatically. As you get older, your skin loses elasticity, causing those once sharp ridges to become fuzzy and less defined. New characteristics can appear while old ones fade away. The 70-year-old version of you would have significantly different fingerprints than your 20-year-old self. And then there are the people who never had fingerprints to begin with. There's an incredibly rare genetic condition called adermatoglyphia that affects roughly 1 in 65 million people. These individuals are born completely smooth-fingered, with no ridge patterns whatsoever. They're sometimes called immigration delay disease patients because they face constant problems at border crossings where fingerprint scanning is mandatory. Imagine trying to explain to airport security that you're not trying to hide your identity. You literally don't have one to scan. These people carry special documentation just to travel, living proof that our modern security systems are built on faulty assumptions about human biology. But back to our cancer survivors. The fingerprint loss from chemotherapy isn't always permanent, but it's unpredictable. Some patients regain their prints within months after treatment ends. Others wait years, and some never get them back at all. The new prints that do grow back often bear little resemblance to the originals, creating a biological witness protection program that happens completely by accident. This has created real-world problems beyond airport inconveniences. Cancer survivors have been unable to unlock their phones, access secure buildings at work, or even volunteer at their children's schools, where background checks require fingerprint scanning. Some have had to carry letters from their oncologists explaining their condition. Law enforcement has had to adapt too. There are documented cases of former criminals whose chemotherapy treatments essentially gave them new identities. Biologically speaking, their old fingerprints on file became useless for identification purposes. The implications go even deeper when you consider how much our society relies on fingerprints as the gold standard for identification. We've built entire systems around the assumption that these patterns are permanent and unique, but we're learning that biology is far messier and more dynamic than we ever imagined. Your fingerprints right now are different from what they were 5 years ago, and they'll be different again 5 years from now. Every day you live, every surface you touch, every year you age is subtly rewriting the biological signature at your fingertips. So the next time you unlock your phone with your fingerprint, remember that you're not just accessing your device with a permanent biological key. You're using a constantly evolving record of your life experiences, written in the microscopic hills and valleys of your skin. Here's what I want you to do. Take a close look at your fingertips. Right now, what story are they telling about your life?